Hello Model Railroaders, I'm Dave. Welcome back to the hobby room, and about just under half of the layout, I guess. There's 5 modules, and about 2/3 of the helix I've been able to bring up and put on casters so I can move them around. Another set of, well, casters, moving dollies, whatever. I guess they're more considered moving dollies. Some of the boxes and totes have been emptied and been able to get them up on shelving to be able to actually see what I've got and be a little more easy, have more access to it. Various casting stuff was been unpacked. Actually, that came out of that box that I still need to break down. Got the foreground and background trees that are in the containers up on the top there, and the next shelf down, and then buildings and other kits and miscellaneous bits. And then way down there is the trunk that has all the engines and cars in it. So slowly getting organized, and that's on rollers as well, so I can move things around as need be. Still have a few totes that I have to sort out, 3 there and another one here and another box of stuff. But for the most part, things are getting organized. Got some LED lights up over the 2 main work surfaces, so that's going to be helpful, though with the heat we're having here in Alberta. I think it's about 24 up here in the room at the moment, which is not bad. It's been worse, so I've just been up to open the lights and turn on the lights and open the window. So I figured I'd shoot a video just to show some progress. Got the pegboard up, and it's slowly getting it populated with various things to get them off the horizontal surfaces, and managed to get a power bar set up on the front of the steel desk there to make it a little more easier getting soldering irons and heat guns and things of that nature plugged in without having to crawl underneath the unit to reach the outlet, or have cords running where I'm going to catch them with the chair. Desk is still a mess. I haven't put it away. That's one horizontal surface cluttering disorder that needs to be sorted out. Have things find their homes. This little box here, something I'll do a video on in the future. It's upgrade from my $20 soldering iron that I've been using. It's something that picked up since we've moved, and something that I brought with me is this package that arrived a few days before we left Ontario for the move, and I'll do a future video on the contents of that. Again, it says smooth on, so you can guess what it is, but it's from Canadian Sculpture Supply, or is it Sculpture Supply Canada? I can never keep their name straight, but on Munster Ave. That I always remember. They're on Munster Ave in Toronto, Ontario. Yeah, slowly getting things set up. A little bit more work to do on the paint booth area. The paint booth is up. It's all plumbed in through the venter motor. That's my old furnace venter motor that I've retasked as a ventilation. I've got the pipe already cut for here to go through. I just need to cut some masonite. I've got the measurements and where the hole needs to be as an insert, so that when I want to use it, I can put the masonite pieces in and pop in the tube and close the window onto the top of the masonite, and then turn it on, and that'll put the output from the blower right at the screen, and the Masonite will stop any blowback into the room. And hopefully, if it's winter, keep the heat inside. But got all my Vallejo paints and such set up so that I can easily grab it. Pressure pots there. Did a little bit of upgrading on the air supply for the paintbrush, or for the airbrush, I should say. Got a 0 to 30 psi gauge instead of the 0 to 50, and in this gauge is glycol filled, so it will better allow me to control the airflow going to the airbrush, and as well give me a higher range without pegging the needle if I needed to get up in the 20 or 25 psi for some thicker stuff. So what we've got is the Rourke Quiet compressor that I had at the previous house, and it is running into a 10-gallon portable air tank, and I've got it set up the same way with a triple connection on it, and then from that tank, which is acting as a reservoir, it's going through the black coil line into the 5-gallon tank that I was running previously. So now that gives me 17 and a half gallons of compressed air at 120 psi. I believe that this unit pumps up to. Let me take a look at the gauge here. Yes, 120 is the max that this compressor will put out. So that will greatly provide more airtime going to the airbrush without the compressor kicking on. So I may be able to pump it up and actually do a full session without having the compressor kick on for me. So that'll be nice. Did get a new filter for the air booth, or the paint booth. Not much else of note to bring up at this point. We don't have AC in the house, so I haven't been up here because it's just been a little too warm, but did manage to get the lights up over top of the work surfaces below them. Slowly getting things put away where they can. Some things that still need to be put away. The speakers from the old stereo system, and another box of model railroad articles to be emptied and such. Utilizing the cupboard area, one of the IKEA shoe things to hold various items, and my other tool cabinet to get it out of the way, and then the other side with all my static grass and applicator and miscellaneous other little bits of items that were salvaged off of the other layout, and things that were in a wood cabinet that I wasn't able to bring up, like all of my Woodland Scenics figures and different vehicles, so, and other items along that nature that are scenic related in the 3 drawers. So there we are. Next video I should have all of the layout up here, and unfortunately Some of the stuff did get damaged in the move, or at least minorly. That was a backdrop for the bottom of section 10. So it's got a big rip in it, which I'm not very happy about, but I'm glad to say that the track that is in the units all came through without any damage, and to my knowledge, none of the tortoise switch machines got dislodged and were rattling around in the section, so at least the packaging, if you will, of the layout sections did work as I had hoped they would, and same with the helix. There's no damage to the ends of the track there with the protections that I'd built on, so hopefully minimal work to get the layout reset up, but that is a whole nother story. But anyway, couple future videos planned, as I mentioned, and for now we'll end the video here, and till the next video, I'm Dave. Bye for now.